Hi and welcome. My name is Richelle Starnes.
Hello, my name is Pavla Haluskova.
And we're here to practice yoga with you today with a whole bunch of goats. So have fun and enjoy. Namaste. All right, let's get started on our hands and knees. Spreading our fingers wide, root down through the hands on all 4 points of the palm and even through your fingertips. Take a couple deep, full breaths and just settle. And then when you're ready, begin to extend your spine, lifting your heart up as you take a deep breath in. And do that with your thighs pressing back and even widening the thighs and the sitting bones apart. And then when you exhale, tone your belly, drop your head, lift your middle back up, and flex your spine. Inhale, extend again. And exhale, flex your spine. And then just move in organic ways that feel good to you. You can side bend from one side of the body to the other. You can roll the spine in a circle if that feels good. But just move and breathe in a way that your body likes and enjoys. You can let your hips move back towards your heels. You can move your chest forward and even bend your elbows a bit. And then when you're ready, come back to a neutral spine, and then give your wrists a stretch in the opposite direction, placing the top of the hand on the earth and turning your palm up. And you can do that one hand at a time or both at the same time if it feels good. Release your hands, widen your knees, point your feet towards each other and sit back towards your heels, and then just relax your upper body down towards the ground. Inhale back up to your hands and knees, tuck your toes under and lift the hips into downward facing dog pose. You can keep your knees bent. You can pedal out the feet, whatever feels good to you. From here, lower your knees back down. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just lower all the way down to your belly and chest. Point your feet back, spread your toes wide, and then stretch your arms back at your sides. Inhale and lift your heart up. Reach out through the crown of the head. You can even let your feet lift up if you like. On an exhale, lower down. Press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Open your hip, bend your knee, spread your toes. Stretch your legs straight and square your hips. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, step your foot forward between your hands. You can keep your hands down on the ground. You can lower the back knee. You can even walk your hands up on your front leg, whatever feels good to you. Stretch through the front knee and the back heel if the back knee is up. Just breathing deeply. While you're here, keep your back thigh lifting up, but settle deeply into your front hip, bending the front leg into a right angle if possible. And then step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up and open your hip. Stretch your leg, square your hip. On an exhale, step forward between your hands. And then again, you can have the back knee up or down, the hands up or down. Stretch through your front knee, through your back heel, lifting the back thigh and settling into your front hip. When you're ready, step back to downward dog. Walk forward to the hands. You can have your feet hip width or even a little wider. You can have your knees bent. Or just let your upper body fold down towards the earth. On your next inhale, rise. You can bend the knees, lift the chest, stretch your arms up to the sky. And exhale, release your arms to your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, extend your spine. You can keep your hands low. You can bring your hands up however high on the legs, whatever your body needs. But lift the heart forward as you press your thighs back, and then exhale, fold. Step back to a high plank pose, like a high push-up. And let's rock a little bit from side to side, putting weight into one hand and then the other, and maybe even lifting a foot up with the hand. Breathing deeply. Let's turn now. This is the leg lock. You're good. And then on an exhalation, lower down to your belly. Now either stretch your arms back or clasp your hands behind you. Inhale, lift your chest and your legs. And if it feels good, rock over to one side, keeping your shoulders back, and you can even rest your head on the ground if that feels good. You might bend the top knee, catch the foot in your hands, and kick it back behind you if that feels all right in your body. And then gently release the foot, release the clasp, come back to your belly. Switch the grip, so other thumb on top and all the fingers switch. Inhale, lift the heart up. Over to your other side. And if you want, bend the top leg, catch the foot, and kick back. Release your foot, release your clasp. And come back to downward facing dog. Come on, over me. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. And in a lunge, either with the back knee down on the ground or with the back leg straight, bring your hands up on your front thigh. And as you breathe, tone and lift the belly with your exhalations and stretch out through the bones of your legs. On the inhalations, lift through the sides of the waist and try to expand your breath into the back of your lungs. And if you'd like, stretch your arms up. On an exhale, lower your right hand down and twist your chest open to the left. Okay, breathe. You could take your hand behind your head and drawing your elbow in, press the head and shoulders back, curling into more of a back bend in the upper back. Inhale to unwind from your twist and exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step forward. And either with the back leg straight or the back knee down, bring your hands up on your front thigh. Settle through the pelvis and legs, but let the buoyancy of your breath lift the sides of the waist, the heart, and the crown. And on an inhale, stretch your arms up if you'd like. Stretch through the legs, stretch through your spine. Exhale to lower your left hand down. You can bring it wide. Curl the shoulders and the throat back and stretch your top arm up. If you want, curl into more of a back bend with the shoulders and throat back. Inhale to unwind from your twist and come back to down dog as you exhale. Enjoy the fullness of your breath, pedaling out the feet if you'd like. Slide your left knee behind your left wrist into one-legged pigeon prep. Point your front toes back at an angle behind you. And then let the pelvis settle as you stretch through both legs. Try to find a place of balance between each side of your pelvis. So if you feel like you're leaning over to one side, try to lift up a little higher and bring yourself to a more centered place. From here, if it feels good to you, come forward to your elbows or lower all the way down with your chest. Take several breaths in pigeon pose, just settling and softening. When you're ready, come back up and switch sides. If If you have any pressure in your knees in this pose, you can always angle your thigh and shin straight forward. You can also keep your hips up higher so the knee isn't in as deep of a bend. But once you find a place to settle into, just take a position in the arms that feels good to you and relax as you breathe. Let's do the first side again. This time, if you'd like, take your foot up closer to the opposite wrist and flex the foot so that the inner arch is reaching away from the knee to help stabilize it. You can keep your front knee up, or as long as your knee doesn't feel any pain or pressure, you can descend more with the pelvis. Stay upright in your spine if you'd like, or fold forward like in the previous variation. When you're ready, come up and switch sides. If you are unable to maintain a strong flex in this foot with the inner edge of the foot reaching away, feel free to point the foot and angle the shin like before. And again, just find a place that feels good to you with the spine either upright or folding forward. Huh? It's tight. Does it feel okay this?
Maybe slower.
Maybe what?
Slower.
Slower lift?
Yeah.
Is this okay? Is that intense?
Yeah, and it's also sliding.
Yeah.
You know, it's harder to do.
Yeah. Come back to downward facing dog. Lower to the knees. Stretch the left leg off to the left, flexing the toes up towards the sky. Put a teeny bend in the knee and then engage the muscles of the leg, lifting your quadriceps up towards your pelvis. Reach out through the ball mount and the heel, and then take your left hand either inside the leg, outside the leg, or even on the leg as long as you're not pushing down, which could aid in hyperextension of the knee, which we don't want. So a little bend to the knee, strong leg, hands stabilize somewhere so that your heart can open, and then stretch your top arm either by your ear or up to the sky. Here too, you could put your hand behind your head, draw your elbow in, shoulders back, and then curl the head back in space. You might walk your hand a little further behind you to help you deepen the back bend. Slowly inhale to come back up and around. Bring your left leg in. Stretch your right leg out. You can scoot towards me. And then right hand wherever you're comfortable. Twist the belly and chest towards the sky. And then stretch your top arm up or by your ear. Feel free to hold the head and curl back further. Maybe walk the hand back behind you into more of a back bend. With an inhalation, come back around, back to your hands and knees, and then widening the knees, point your feet towards each other, and settle into child's pose. Inhale to lift the upper body. Do you feel up for a handstand? Okay. So we're going to do a handstand. You can do this against a wall in a home if you're comfortable kicking up by yourself. Otherwise, I wouldn't suggest trying this with someone that doesn't know what they're doing to spot. But if you're working with somebody who knows, just be safe about it and make sure that you breathe. Go ahead and place your hands. When on the hands, sorry, Bobby. When on the hands and knees, spread your fingers wide and ground down firmly through your palms. Take a full breath in and create space through the sides of the waist and into your back. Then on an exhalation, let the heart melt down towards the earth. From here, Pavla is going to work on creating strength in her center, especially on the exhalations, pulling the belly in, and then she'll lift up off of her knees, take a foot in, and when she's ready, kicking up. So in a handstand, ground down through your palms as you stretch through your whole body. And if you're with a friend and they're holding your hips, you can walk your hands up to the feet if they're comfortable there. Then potentially take them into a bit of a back bend. You want to make sure that from their shoulder to their wrists, they stay vertical. And I'm going to separate Pavi's feet so that she has more space for her lower back. And you just work at your own pace. How are you doing?
I'm good.
When you're ready, come down and rest in a child's pose. Maybe one more? Do you feel like one more?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do pincha or handstand?
I'll do pincha.
So you can do another handstand, or if you'd like, come down to your forearms. You could clasp your hands together or place your palms down. You could hold a block between your palms, whatever works best for you. Do you want me to stand on you?
Yeah.
Do you want palms or like that?
Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Another spotting option is to stabilize the person in the forearm balance by standing on their inner palm. I'm not smashing her fingers, but my feet will help to keep her foundation stable when she comes into her inversion. From here, getting along through the side body on the inhalation, she softens her heart as she exhales, and on her next exhalation, she'll find that strength and connection in the core. Lifting off the knees, she'll walk in and kick up when she's ready. You want to do it that way? So from here, I'm going to take her into a bit of an arch. Is it okay if I step off your palms, or do you want me to stay?
Try to stick
So just like the handstand, you can give the feet some space. Try letting the neck relax. Again, child's pose to rest. All right, let's have a seat. Take your feet out in front of you, about a foot apart with the heels. Bend your knees out to the sides. And you can put your hands behind you if your lower back feels like it's working too hard to keep you upright in your spine. Or, if you'd like, fold forward between your legs and just take a few breaths here. On an inhale, come up. And then bring your feet closer to your hips and together. You can always sit up on a prop, like a bolster or a pillow, to give your hips a little more height. It makes it easier if you're tighter. You could also keep your hands behind you with the spine upright, but feel free to fold forward if you'd like. Come on up if you're folding. Stretch your legs out. And then cross your left ankle over your right thigh, just above the knee with the foot flexed. Put your hands behind you. Lean back, and then walk your right foot closer to your pelvis, pressing your thighs away from your belly as you lift your heart up. If it feels good, you can rock your hips a little bit from side to side here. When you're ready, stretch the legs out and switch sides. A lot of people make fun of doing yoga with animals, like it's not a real yoga practice, but there's nothing so real as time in nature with plants and animals, especially ones that are entertaining and playful. It's super healing for us humans to have experiences with fuzzy, furry, feathered creatures. Rock from side to side if you like. When you're ready, stretch out your legs. Lay down on your back. Let's split that sideways angle. Yeah. Yeah. Inhale your right knee to your chest. And exhale your knee across your body to the left. Turning your heart to the right in a twist. What's happening? What's happening? Inhale back to center. Exhale, stretch both legs out. Inhale the left knee up. And exhale your knee across the body to your right. Turning your heart to your left. Oh. Inhale your knee back up. And exhale your legs out. Draw both knees in and rock from side to side. Oh, they like the Richelle. No. You like jewelry, right? You like jewelry. That's what you like. That's what you like. Find your way, when you're ready, back to a seated position. We'll do a little bit of breathing and meditation before our final relaxation. You can sit in whatever shape you'd like. Just get comfortable and settle. Allow your breath to deepen. Maybe close your eyes to tune into your own body a little more fully. Let your belly soften. And as your belly softens, let your pelvis get heavy. Take a few deep, full breaths in and out through your nose if you can. Just allowing your body to get more and more settled into the earth. And we'll practice simply holding the breath for a few moments at the very top of our inhalations with a gentle and easeful exhalation to follow. You can inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose if you'd like. I also would encourage you to explore inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, which can sometimes help you to relax even more deeply. So take a full and deep breath in, relaxing your belly and allowing your lungs to fill. And at the very top of your breath, hold your breath for just a few moments. And when you're ready, exhale through the nose or the mouth. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Or the nose. Whatever feels good. Do 2 more breaths like this. And on this last one, hold the breath for 5 counts if you can. Exhaling when you're ready. And then allow your breath to settle and soften to an easeful pace where it's an effortless breath, a breath that doesn't take much thinking about to happen. You just want to let your body settle, let your breath flow, and we'll just see how deeply we can experience this moment fully, no matter what happens, whether it's a goat chewing on your hair or whatever. So let your body settle, close your eyes or open them, whatever feels best to you. Allow your breath to flow, and just breathe. When you're ready, get comfortable for the final relaxation. Just lay in a way that feels good to you. Whatever the ground. Allow your body to settle and soften into the earth. Let your breath flow naturally and easefully. Enjoy the fullness of your breath. Move and stretch in ways that feel good to you when you're ready. Roll to a side and make your way back to seated slowly. If you'd like, bring your palms together at your heart. Bow your head to your own heart and thank yourself for taking the time to practice, for taking the time to play, to soften, to relax. And let's close our practice with
3 ohms together.
Sending these ohms out as blessings to all beings on this planet. Blessings for Mother Earth and all its creatures. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. And inhale to begin. Many blessings. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, Pavi.
Thank you.
Thank you, goats, wherever you are.
Oh.
We love you. Thank you, goat guru Tanya.
Thank you, Tanya.